Well, hello, everybody. It's the NorCal Sports Network. As we go live here, Dan Cucimilio. I'll be joined shortly by Eric Romo, and it's in the bottom half of the seventh inning, and the Giants are leading the Phillies 4-2 as they go for the second game in a row in the first two games of this three-game set. Right now, there's one out. Kyle Schwarber just made a diving catch and made it off the bat of, let's see, who's batting now? It looks like, it was J.D. Davis. Estrada hit the ball into left field, and he was robbed of a hit by Schwarber. So one out here in the bottom of the seventh. Giants are leading 4-2. J.D. Davis is at the plate, and he just hit a foul ball down the third base line, just foul. Anyway, we'll go over the Giants game here for a while till it ends, and then we'll discuss the happenings. I mean, the Giants came up with a big inning in the they got two in the I believe it was the second inning. Let's see, was it the second or the two in the third, actually. Two in the third, two in the fourth. Phillies tied it up in the top of the fourth after the Giants took a 2-run lead in the bottom half of the third, and then in the fourth, Giants came back with two. Blake Sabol, DHing tonight, is 2 for 3. Got his average up to 270. Lamont Wade's 2 for 3 as well, and he's got his average up to 278. That's pretty good average so far with Lamont Wade. Plus, he's got an on-base percentage of well over 400. And right now, Conforto just singled to left field. He's starting to actually put some hits together, and his average is up to 216, which is, pretty good from where he was about a week or so ago. He was around 175, 170 to 175. So he just picked up his third hit, and so Conforto's on first base with one out, and Eric has just joined us. Had trouble putting that thumbnail together. I was doing it on my cell phone. Darn thing wouldn't. I was trying to upload a picture, and I was trying to put a picture of Luis Matos. And,
got you.
And it just, I couldn't find the dang thing. I don't know what was going on. It was in my photos somewhere, and it wasn't there. So it took me like an extra 15 minutes of screwing around with it. I finally just said, screw it, no logo. So, all right. So the Phillies shut down the Giants in the bottom of the seventh. So they go to the top of the eighth with the Giants leading 4-2.
Who do they go to now in the bullpen?
Bullpen, eighth inning. See, they went for Tyler Rogers in the seventh. They
already had Brebbia. They already had Taylor.
And Tyler's still in. I don't know if he'll come back or if they will go to Alexander. Let's see who's due up for the Phillies in the top of the eighth.
I think it's the top of their order.
Let's take a look.
Oh, no. It's the number 8, 9, and 1.
Okay, so 8, 9, and 1. Marsh, a lefty. Clemens, I can't remember if he's a lefty or righty. Stott, and then Turner. I'm going to say you're going to come in with Alexander. I'm saying
so.
Just my guess, because a couple of lefties. I don't know if Clemens is a lefty or righty, but Marsh is a lefty.
Yeah,
Stott's a lefty.
Clemens is a lefty.
He is? Okay, so 3 straight. I mean, this calls for Scott Alexander, right? I mean, could be Manaea, or unless they – I don't think they'd go to Manaea. I mean, is Manaea still scheduled to start tomorrow? Somebody said –
No, it's not. I looked earlier, and it said to be determined.
Okay, so we may have either a Manaea sighting or an Alexander. I got to believe he's going to Alexander. Eighth inning. If he gets in trouble, he could go to Duvall when Trey Turner comes up, but then you got Harper following him. So
I don't think it's updated, but game day is still showing Tyler.
Tyler Rogers only threw how many pitches did he throw?
15 pitches.
He could send him out for. He's got reverse splits. He does well against lefties, but I'm going to say it's Alexander. I don't know how many games.
Oh, no, it is Tyler. In play, no outs. He just Never mind. He did ground out.
Okay, there it is. We're back live on it. Grounded out to third. So he's going to go. Yeah, Rogers has some pretty good reverse splits against lefties. So first pitch, 16 pitches in. So he's got 24 pitches in him, 25. So
it's nice seeing Conforto break out of this funk, huh?
Yeah, actually is. I mean, good for him. I like the guy. So Mario Tretanet, we need some caffeine and sugar on this. Hey, are those?
I think they call that coffee, right?
Yeah. Are those coming in clear? Those to everybody out there? Are they blurry? There could be something with my settings. Last night, someone said that they were a little blurry. Lou Marston.
Yeah, Lou was talking about that.
Yeah. Talked to me today about it, and it was a little blurry. So I just want to make sure it looks clear on my end. So if anybody says where Mario's comment in is blurry, let me know. There's a base hit, most likely. Yep, base hit for the ninth place hitter. Now you got Stott coming in. Matos showing on 40 man today. So he's back on 40. What the heck's going on? Bring in back. MF, what are you thinking? Come on. Is that a joke?
Yeah,
he's got to be joking. You got to. Did he say, oh, there it is. Just kidding. Okay.
Hey, I appreciate that, Eric.
Okay, here we go. Bryson Stott, Rogers Wines.
Yeah, you know who that Cody Clemens is, right?
Cody Clemens, what about?
You know who he is, right?
No.
He's the son of Roger.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. That's right.
He's got 2 hits on tonight.
Who's he? Is he?
He's the one that got the hit.
He's just one that got hit. Okay. Yeah. All right. Warming up in the pen is Manaea and Duvall.
No, come on.
Yep. Manaea and Duvall are throwing in the pen.
Why would you warm up Manaea?
For Bryce Harper.
Bring in Alexander. Don't bring in Manaea.
He must be getting a rest today, Alexander. Okay, there's a possible double play ball. To second for one, got the lead runner. No time for Schmidt to throw to first. So 2 out. And looks like he's not going to be ready for Harper. Isn't Harper batting second?
Yeah, no. It's Trey Turner.
Oh, Trey Turner. Okay. Yeah, he's getting Manaea loose for if he gets on. So here we go. Rogers gets set, throws.
Yeah, Haruka, we were talking about that earlier. I kind of got a thought on all this. We'll talk about it later, though.
Oh, good. Lou says the graphics look great tonight. Crystal clear. Very good. All right. So what we've got is okay. Swinging strike 1-1 to Turner. Hey, thanks, Eric. Appreciate that. Matos is showing on the 40. Man, I wonder why he wasn't on the 40. That's a weird thing. Weird.
You know what? I wonder if he would. Maybe because he was in transition going from double to triple A. Maybe something.
It was like a week or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
he was off, but I haven't looked. I'll have to look. Wait till the game is paused in between innings, and I'll check it out on the site. So, I like Luis Matos, and he's just one step away now. I tweeted out today. I said, play the young guys. Out with the old, in with the new. If the Giants want fans in the stands, play the young guys. Let's get some young blood in here. I would love to see outfield of, I mean, Yaz is back. He struck out 3 times tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lou Marson says Giants are very lucky tonight. Okay, here comes the 1-2 pitch to Turner, and he grounds it. Oh, wait. A line drive to left field out. Okay. Caught by Haniger. So it is go to the bottom half of the 8th. Phillies have one more crack.
Hey, Danny, it's possible, you're going to have Chardall open the show tomorrow.
Oh, my goodness. If they sweep, that would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. Okay, so what do we got here? Let me just look at this 40-man roster situation, and I'm going to pull it up. Roster. There he is. Back on the 40. I don't know what the deal was. Did they have to remove somebody? Let me look at the transactions and see what they did here. Transactions. It could have been just a mix-up.
Like I said, maybe because he was in transition, something got weird with the roster. I don't know.
I mean, it's been over a week. I don't think that's a trend. There must be, unless there's some kind of rule. I don't know.
I don't know if it's going to be that early. I'm thinking September call-up. Rob C. says Matos may be coming at the end of June.
I doubt it. The earliest I could see him up is the end of July if they're out of it in the trade deadline. He's going to have to. He's going to have to show some that he's capable of, hitting AAA at the AAA level.
What was
I don't
he
even
hitting
know.
AA before he went up to triple?
I'll take a look here. Let me take a look here. Take a look. Come on. Richmond Flying Squirrels.
Oh, you're going to have to look in Sacramento now. His stats will be in Sacramento.
No, they should show him what he did at AA. They usually show him for stats, team stats. Come on. It's like moving slow. Team. I want.
Agreed.
Player. Are we getting. Okay. They might have. Let's see. I don't think they would move him up. Okay, so home runs. He had 3 home runs. Let me see what batting average he was doing. He was hitting 304, which is pretty good for AA.
Yeah, that's a pitcher's league. Yeah,
that's a pitcher's league. Hitting 304. I mean, look, to give you an example, Brett Arbach is hitting 134. The next best guy on the team is hitting 279.
And I'm happy. If he's not hitting for power, I'm not so worried about that. You could get other guys to do that job.
Did Yaz just come up again? Wait a minute. Man, what do they call that? A 4 strikeout?
Sombrero.
I was going to say, is that the goal? Is that called the golden sombrero when you strike out 4 times? Oh, golden my goodness. Sombrero. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Jeez. That's the kind of thing you just like, oh, my goodness. Did they even give him a rehab assignment?
Nope.
Okay, so we're just like playing guys, just throwing them out there and thinking.
Wait, this Soto, he's the one he was the reliever for Detroit last year, right? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. All right, so Casey Schmidt just flied out to right. He hit a bomb. It looked like it was going to, off the bat, it was getting out of there, and it went to the edge of the warning track, right in front of the warning track, out in kind of deep part of center field. I think the wind must have held it down. Off the bat,
maybe
it looked
it's one
like
of those nights.
Yeah, well, it's foggy now, so the ball's heavy.
Yep.
And it's just, yeah. Yeah. I mean, he is, yeah, Yaz with the sombrero, yep. Hirokio says he caught his 3rd at bat. He looks like SHIT, yep. What else we got here? Matos got promoted. Yeah, we knew that. So, yeah, so we got right now. Hopefully, we'll get some more in the chat. Maybe some people are hanging on, watching the game live, and join us after the game. We do have had a great basketball game tonight. Lakers and the Nuggets. Nuggets jumped out to an 18-point lead at the halftime, and the Lakers pulled within 3 at the end, toward the end of the game, the last couple minutes.
Wow.
I thought the Lakers might pull it out. That's what they do, is they always come back. They're tough. They win game 1 a lot in series, steal games, and but they may be a little tired because they had to really extend themselves. I'm not sure when game 2 is with the NBA. I haven't, with the Warriors out of it, I haven't really paid attention to the actual schedule, which I'm going to do right now and take a look and see if they play Thursday or Friday. Yep, they're playing Thursday. Good. Then they'll probably shift them to, so they're going every other day. Okay.
Coming up to the top of the 9th now.
Yeah, top of the 9th. It looks like Sable, I didn't see what he did. Let's see. Let's go back and look what he did. Sable struck out
2 hits
swinging.
tonight.
2 for 4. He's up close to 270, or was it 270? That's very respectable.
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah.
You look at the batting averages of Sable versus Bart. I mean, Sable's hitting 267 and Bart's hitting 227. So 40 points higher. Plus, Sable's got 5 home runs, and Bart has 0.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
So, I mean, if Sable can somehow develop into a really, a good catcher, right now he's, had some struggles behind the plate. But Joey Bart's been doing great with his framing and everything. He's like one of the best framers in baseball, I heard. Hiroki Otoki says, my second best team won tonight. Whoever plays the Lakers. Exactly. Yeah, that's kind of like I say. Anything. My 2 favorite teams, the Giants and who's ever playing the Dodgers, and the Warriors who's ever playing the Lakers. I can't stand LA sports. Really can't.
A huge crowd, 24,000.
Paid. I bet you there's not 24 there.
No.
There's probably 16, 17 there, which is surprising. I'm surprised they're getting that much. So the Giants are trying to close to within to get to what, 19 and 23 now if they win tonight?
They're trying to get to 19 and 23, yes.
Okay. So Phillies are actually 20 and 21. They could be 20 and 22. The Giants could actually surpass them if they sweep them.
Oh, yeah. You see what Arenado's doing? 5 games, 5 home runs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know what they won tonight, but I saw the clip earlier.
Yeah. So right now we've got 15 in the chat. It looks like if you're all there, go ahead and hit that like button right away. That will help out. And then we bring in more later. We'll get more people to hit the like. That will help us a lot. So go ahead and hit that like button. Now we've got 16 in the room. Hit the like button, everybody. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. Subscribe to the NorCal Sports Network. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with these Giants. I still, still a long way to go in the season, but also a long way to go just to, get above 500. So we're going to Duval here in the 9th. Let's see what we got here. Let me get back to the game here. Get live going.
Oh, wow. Arizona and Oakland are tied.
Oh, Oakland came back, huh?
8-8 right now.
Gee, I got to believe.
Oh, Milwaukee, I guess. Milwaukee beat St. Louis.
Interesting. Did Ruff play? Did you look at the box score?
I could take a gander here.
Yeah, Thunderbird says, can we get Marty in the future? Yeah, we'll get Marty. Marty's been on the show, and we'll have him again. Definitely. Barry Musicland says, if the Giants are out of the race for the wild card, they should just use Sable at catcher to get good experience.
Yeah, rough play today. 3 at-bats, no hits, 1 strikeout.
0 for 3. Hopefully he gets it going there. Yeah.
Harper strikes out.
Okay, so you're ahead of me by 15, maybe 10 seconds. There it goes. Strikeout. Yep, on a nice.
Man, he didn't take one pitch. He was swinging every pitch.
Yeah. So Duvall, what's he going for? Save number 10 or so?
I'm not sure.
All right. And Duvall's got. So Schmidt's playing short tonight. Interesting that they gave Crawford the night off on facing Zach Wheeler.
Yeah. Is he got bad history against him?
I don't know. I'd have to look that up. But Castellanos is up 0-1. And Darren Ty says, would you keep or sell JD? I feel like if he continues his pace, they should sell for young talent. That's been my take, Darren. I like JD Davis and swing and miss strike 2 by Alex Bond. Or no, Castellanos. You got some tall guys over there in the Phillies. Just because I don't know how long he will play at this level, I'm also not opposed to keeping him and playing him at first base. I'd like to see Schmidt at third and Luciano at short and Tyro Estrada at second. All right, there's a fly ball, looks like, to routine center field. Looks like Bryce Johnson is in the game for defensive purposes. Out number 2. Giants are 1 out away from winning the second game of the series. And inching a little closer to 500. Still will be 4 under, though. Dan, what do you think we can get for a hot Michael Conforto? Where'd that go? Well, they're not going to do anything, the Giants, until closer to the trade deadline. They're only like a game, 2 games out of a wild card or something like right now. I mean, this is it looks like Bart called timeout again to prevent a ball with the pitch clock. Wow. Duvall just like Bart's yelling in his glove like throw the damn ball.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just, you don't have time to shake too many pitches off at 15-second pitch clock.
Exactly.
So I guess that's what you can do is use your pitching. Catcher can call time. Okay, so he gets it and throws, and it's a high strike right above the
it's
box.
right in home run.
Oh, okay.
It says it play runs, so that the only way it could be is home run. Yep,
there it goes. Center field. Okay, so 4-3. Imagine if there was a man on.
Oh, I know.
Schwarber, he kind of jogs around the bases like Babe Ruth.
I think that's his 10th home run, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Giants should have grabbed him last year. And Castellanos.
Yeah, Castellanos would have been nice. Schwarber would have been nice. Judge would have been nice. Hell, Bellinger, he would have been nice.
Yeah. Yep. Debo says hello. Hi, Debo from Friday. Debo. Yeah.
Debo.
Yeah. All right. So we got a home run, 4-3. So you got a little bit before me. So Duvall throws, strike right down the middle. Nice pitch. JT Realmuto. That's a guy you want to be careful of hitting it out to right field, down the right field line or the left field line because short there. Outside. So 2-1.
It's 2. I got 2-2 right now.
Okay, so you're 15 seconds ahead. Yeah. So we'll see what happens here. And he fouled it off, so you probably have the 5th pitch already.
Not yet. Oh, there it is. Oh, game over.
Struck him out?
Yeah, on a pitch way inside too.
Did he swing at it?
Yeah.
Let's see.
There it is.
Yeah. All right. So Giants win the second game.
Yep.
4-3. They moved to 19-23 on the season. Phillies fall to 20-22. So they're just one game back of the Phillies. Let's take a look at that if I got that right. Standings. Yeah, Giants 19-23, Phillies 20-22. So Giants can actually tie them, the Phillies, tomorrow with a sweep. Colorado, Colorado win today? No, they lost. So the Giants actually pick up a game on Colorado, and instead of being a half game out of the cellar, they're a game and a half. But they're, San Diego lost again. Are they playing now? Let's see. I don't know if those standings are updated. Let's take a look. Yeah, currently the scoreboard right now, Diamondbacks and A's are tied bottom of the eighth at 8 apiece. Twins lead the Dodgers 3-1 in the top of the eighth. Orioles beat the Angels 7-3. Tigers over the Pirates. Let's see, meaningful games. Who cares? Okay, Marlins are in wild card contention. They won 5-4 over Washington. Yankees beat the Blue Jays for the second night in a row. 6-3. Red Sox beat Seattle. The Rays beat the struggling Mets. Man, the Mets are falling on hard times. So are the Cardinals.
Aren't they?
Two teams that you thought were going to be like right, I mean, it's still early, but let's take a look and see where the Mets are right now. The Mets are now 20-23, basically the half game behind the Giants. Look at the Giants. Let's take a look at just curious. Wild card standings. Giants are 2.5 out with Cincinnati, Chicago, San Diego, Mets, Phillies ahead of them. But they're all, the Giants can actually catch the Phillies tomorrow. So it's whatever, I'm, way too early. What do we got? Schmidt almost hit a homer. Correct. He got all of it, looked like, but it did not go out tonight. But Schwarber's went out. But I think Schwarber's was a little lower, launch angle. Plus, if Matos comes up the big club, who goes down or DFA'd?
Depending on the trade deadline. If it's trade deadline, then there'll be plenty.
Yeah, you make room for him. I don't see them bringing up Ramos until at least the end of July. Wait till the trade deadline. Give him 2.5 months in, of playing every day at AAA.
And you don't have to get rid of anyone if he's a September call-up. You get 2, right? 2 additional spots now.
2, yeah. You also, if you have an injury, though, you could have Matos. He's a step away, right?
Right. True. Yeah.
Just like the vice president, they say, is a heartbeat away from taking over office, right?
Well, here's a question. So I'm guessing that's a give up on Ramos then, right? If Matos is up.
I don't know. Who knows? Who really knows what they're going to do? Let's see what else we got. Mets of the Jets. Yeah, I got to worry about that bet tomorrow, don't I? Dang.
Yep. Well, it depends. I bet you the Giants, they'll bullpen it tomorrow.
Probably. Mario says, seems like Dan and Romo get more excited for Giants losses than wins. Well, what do you want, Mario? You want the Giants to go, what would you rather have? Giants go 80-82, 81 and 81, 82 and 80, right in that ballpark, or have the Giants go about 69 and 93? Get a better draft pick, get rid of this regime that seems to be. I mean, Matos is a old regime guy. The only player that this regime has brought up to the majors with any success, everyday player so far, is
Schmidt.
Mario says he wants the Giants to win. You're okay, Mario, if they're 80 and 81, 81 again?
Or and come back with the
same strategy for next year because they think they're close? Or would you rather see them rebuild this thing and get prospects for what they got?
Mario, here's the deal. They hired Farhan to rebuild this team. They're not going to call it a rebuild, but that's what he was here. That's what he was hired to replenish the farm and let's build from within. It's been 5 years. I mean, and the only thing we got to show for it right now is Schmidt, maybe Harrison. We'll see, but there's no guarantees on him either. So that's one of the issues that I'm having, and that's kind of. I don't want to see him fail, but I really don't want to see Farhan come back. I really don't.
Well, I'd rather see him be 87, 88 team win and hopefully make the wild card. That's what I'm pulling for. I'm just being realistic. I don't see it. I'm not saying it can't happen. Guys could get hot. Other teams could have injuries like the Mets and Cardinals are falling on their face. But Lou's got a question for you, Mario. Why aren't you out at the ballpark? Maybe you are, maybe you're not. I'm not sure. A lot of empty seats. Are you out at the ballpark? Does Dan still have his picture with Farhan? Actually, I do. Yeah.
And that was his first year, right? His first spring training.
First or second.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I saw it tonight. I almost put it in the thumbnail. I was like, yeah, that would have been pretty funny. So here's the thing, Mario. I don't want to see a team that is 5th in profits and revenue be kicking around the 500 mark constantly, with the exception of 2021 where they had one good year, which was obviously somewhat of a fluke. I mean, you had Buster Posey, and then you had Crawford have a career year. Belt had 29 homers. Guys off the bench coming through with pinch hit home runs left and right. It was just a magical year, but it looks more like an aberration than it was.
That wasn't sustainable. That was
a
lightning in a bottle type of season.
Yeah. So, So, hey, we got 26 in the chat now. So more people have joined since the Giants game went final. Giants win 4-3, moved to 19 and 23. Guys who had big nights at the plate look good. Conforto, Sable, couple of hits apiece. Casey Schmidt got another hit. But yeah, where I'm saying, Mario, is that I don't want to see a 6th year of this regime if I don't see marked improvement over what was last year. And I don't expect 2021. I don't think we'll maybe never see that in our lifetimes again. 107 wins for the Giants. I mean, took them. It was a franchise record. So I don't see. I don't expect them to even win 100 games every year. That's kind of like a fluke thing when you win 100. But I want to see them win 90 games pretty consistently, 88 to 90 games and up. This is a team that is 5th in revenue, 5th. Like I said, they got money to spend. Spend it wisely on good free agents and get a good doggone farm system going. I don't care if you got to pay somebody from another organization twice what they're making or 3 times what they're making that's having success with drafting players and developing them. Come on. Mm-hmm. This is year 5. Let's get these guys developed and get them up.
Yeah, this isn't year 2. It isn't year 3. This is year 5.
Yeah, I'm very excited about Schmidt. I said that 3 nights ago. I said he looks great. He's a ball player. I saw Casey Schmidt every day in spring training. He looks very good. He's a great defender, and if he can get some plate discipline and not chase balls and just swing at balls that are in the zone, he's going to be a very good player for the Giants.
Here's a point I want to make too. With Schmidt and Matos, do you think if it wasn't for the Giants playing the Nationals and the Diamondbacks not so much, but that may have played a factor in Matos, but the Giants see that the Nationals have brought up all these young guys, and they played some damn good baseball. They're bringing up their youth, and they're showing, hey, you know what, this is pretty exciting. Same thing with Arizona. They got their young guys up, and then they're producing and playing some exciting baseball. I think the Giants are, a day late and a dollar short, seeing that, hey, maybe this works. And if they didn't play those teams, it makes me wonder if Schmidt would have even been called up. Yeah, he was swinging the bat pretty decent in AAA, but Kapler has been Farhan's been notorious keeping guys down there forever and not really bringing them up. But, they're kind of seeing the backs against the wall. There's sagging attendance. People aren't excited. And the fan base kind of saw this a long time ago, especially a lot of these guys here in the chat. And, for the last year, talking about these young guys, let's bring them up. We got nothing to lose. And I agree. Us as fans saw it. I don't know why the front office didn't see that initially. They should have started from the get-go with these young guys, bring them up, see what happens, see what you got, because
they're playing fool's gold. They think they're competing, we're gonna try and compete and develop and all they're doing is been shuffling guys. I mean, they have potential, but guys have to break out. Mm-hmm. We're starting to see Conforto break out. Haniger needs to break out. And the problem is that none of them have been doing it at the same time. Okay. Right. With the exception of Estrada and JD Davis and a little bit of Lamont Wade. Well, I mean, Wade is having quietly a very good offensive year.
Yeah. He's having a good year.
He's batting now. I believe he's hitting like 281. Is it? Well, let me see. That's he was as high as 281 tonight. Let me see where he ended up at the end of the game here. Lamont Wade, is hitting 278, but his on base percentage is 435. So I mean, you can't argue with that. I mean, that's pretty dang good. What else we got? Let's see. Some Mario comments. He says bullpen is awful. Yeah, it is. That's why I don't think they're going to be a playoff team.
And it got worse.
And they strike out. They strike out too much. They don't, hit well, especially on the road. They're not doing much. And
sending Mania to the bullpen, that ain't going to help the bullpen any.
Ross Stripling is starting tomorrow. Okay, we'll see what happens there. Oops. Schmidt needs another few months in Sacramento. I don't think so. Why? He's 24 years old. Yes, he can do things down in Sacramento, but he's showing he can hit, he can field. Why send him down? I mean, he's looking very good. I mean, if you look at Casey Schmidt, you can see that he's got the it factor. Right. He's got the ball player instincts. He's unbelievable, quick hands, glove to ball, very quick, a rocket for an arm. He has the highest rate miles per hour throw this year, over 92 miles an hour, just beat out O'Neal Cruz before Cruz went out with an injury. So he's got a rocket, a Hauser, a cannon, whatever you want to call it. The guy can throw and he can pick it, and he'll learn the major league hitting up here.
Yeah, it's just going to take time. Yeah.
He goes into some slumps like Matt Williams did and starts striking out a lot and swinging at bad pitches. He'll learn. You don't send a guy back down like that. He's 24 years old. He's not 19, 20, 21-year-old kid, even a 22-year-old kid. He's 24. He's ready to play.
Yeah.
And Von Brown, if he can get healthy and start playing and getting back to the level he was playing last year and move up from AA to AAA, he's 24 too. Guys,
right. A lot of these guys are older. Farhan, when he drafted these guys, they were already a little bit on the older side. So it's you only got so much time. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. If Conforto has a decent year, they shouldn't trade him. Well, Val, I don't know. That jury's out on that, because if he's having a decent year but the team's not in the race,
he's going to opt out, and then it's the Rodon story all over again.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't have that happen again.
Yeah, you can't have that happen again. If he's doing well at the All-Star break, the trade deadline, having a good year, hitting bombs, and the Giants do not look like they're going to contend for a wild card spot, you gotta trade him and get something for him. If he's having a good year and if he's having a good year, he's gonna opt out 100%. Yeah,
Scott
exactly. That's why he has the opt out, so he can get the big contract. But if he's having a good year and the Giants are in the thick of the race, then you hold on to him because you're in it to win it, right? Okay. Now, if he's having a poor year and the Giants are not in it or in it, and he's having a poor year, you might consider trading him if somebody would take him, just because you're going to be stuck with his contract next year. He's back. And if he's having a poor year, then you look at it and like, well, is he going to be able to produce anymore?
Yep. Exactly.
But I think
if he's having a good year, you got to trade him. You got to trade him.
Unless they're in the race. If they're like if they're within 2 to 3 games of the wild card, or they're in like one of the wild card spots, you got to go for it. So let's see what else we got here. Giant front office will say they are in the race even if they're under 500 and behind 3-4 teams like last year. Yeah, exactly. They did that crap last year and kept Rodon, even though I screamed, get him out so we can get a prospect, because you knew he was going to leave and you knew the Giants wouldn't sign him.
Right.
You just knew it.
You knew it. Yeah, exactly. It was especially how last year panned out. They didn't offer Gosman a 5-year at $100 million, so you knew Rodon was going to get more than that. It was a given.
Well, this comment, it's early to do that, and Farhan there's no way that's going to happen because these are Farhan's guys, and if he DFAs him, he just costs ownership $25 million, plus probably next year, unless those guys opt out, they'll be on the hook for the Giants because someone will pick up the off of once they clear waivers or something like that, they'd be free to sign
for them for cash considerations, get them off the books.
They'd be side. Let's see. No, Dan. Why no sell? What are we talking about here? Sell. I'm not sure what he's saying no to.
He's saying Conforto, even if they're in it.
No, why would you? If they're in the race and he's having a good year, and they're like competing, like they're maybe even in the third or second wild card spot at the trade deadline, you got to go for it. At that point, you don't throw in the towel, because you don't know what can happen once you get into a playoffs situation. Look at last year. The Phillies went all the way to the World Series, and they just got into the playoffs at the very end of the season. They were just, what were they? Didn't they only win like 87 games last year? 86, 87 games, the Phillies?
It wasn't many.
So, yeah, I'm, as a fan, especially if I'm a season ticket holder and I'm paying good money, I'm ticked off if you're selling your best guys who are having good years when you're in the playoff picture. So,
and another thing is going back to the youth movement, and the Giants see what the Dodgers are doing. They're doing the same damn thing. We were talking about this. They're calling up all their young guys too, and they're producing.
Yeah, and this was the best trade last year. This was a heck of a trade.
Yeah,
that was a heist.
It was.
I mean, that was a heist. I mean, come on. I thought it was a good trade. If you go back and listen to the show, I liked the trade when it was made, and I knew nothing about the three pitchers that the Giants got besides J.D. Davis. I just knew from the Mets days that J.D. Davis was better than Darren Ruff.
Yeah, and then it could have been even better if they traded Rodon and Peterson.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. I mean, the season's going to take shape over the next 60 days.
This is true.
What's this one? Dan, playoff team needs bullpen. Well, yeah, Hiroki, they do have Luke Jackson coming in about 2 weeks, who was a really good pitcher for the Braves in 2021 and then had Tommy John surgery and missed all of last year. He can really help the bullpen, can stretch the bullpen because he's a guy that can pitch in the 7th, 8th innings. And even I think he had 21 saves for the Braves in 21.
So he could take over the 9th for a while too.
You could, if Duvall's pitched 2 games in a row because they don't like to pitch him 3 days in a row. And I was going back to Matos had 16 RBIs. I never did. Let's see. He led the team with 35 hits down at AA.
Nice.
So if he was hitting 304,
did he take a lot of walks or?
I don't know. Let me look that up.
Just see what his on base is and.
So. He was 35 for 115 at plate at bats. So that's what comes out to 304. I didn't see how many at bats.
How about his on base percentage? I just want to see if he has a good eye or if he's just.
Yeah, let's take a look at on base if they have that stat at bats, strikeouts, on base percentage, 398.
Oh wow! Okay, so he's showing discipline.
Let's see what he had in base on balls. 17
nice.
Base on balls.
Nice.
Strikeouts. Let's see how many. Oops, go back. Darn it. They got a button right in front of the ding. Right in front of where it said strikeouts. I couldn't. All right, let me see if I can. Strikeouts. Yeah. Only 12.
Nice. So more walks and strikeouts.
Do you know 12?
That's good. That's
in 115 at bats. That's less than 100. That's like 10%.
That's fantastic. Wow.
Yeah, 10.4%.
That's the sign of a really good eye right there.
That's really good. That is really good.
Yeah.
So you got more walks than strikeouts, 35 hits, hitting 304 in a tough pitcher's league.
I like it.
I like that a lot. Yeah.
I think it's going to be a Stripling Mania show tomorrow. That's probably what it's going to be.
But getting back to Luke Jackson, who said something? Hiroki said, what was that comment? I can't remember. Let's see. Where did it go? Oh, playoff teams need bullpens. Yeah. Let me give you an update on just about what Luke Jackson did in 21. Luke Jackson.
Who else? Who else do the Giants have as far as other than Harrison? Is there any other pitchers that are being
I'll
touted?
look it up. Carson Ragsdale's a pitcher they're high on. I know that. And I think he was in that trade with. Was he the one that was in the trade? There's another guy. I'll tell you in a second here. Okay, Luke Jackson in 21 had a 1.98 ERA in 71 games.
Wow.
He had 19 saves. No, wait a minute. I take that back. 0 saves. Okay. 0 saves. I guess he was not a ninth inning guy. 63 innings pitched, 45 hits, walked 29, struck out 70. So he strikes out more than one an inning. That's a guy that can pitch 7th, 8th inning. So that stretches your bullpen. Now you can get Brebbia, Rogers, Tyler Rogers. And if Taylor Rogers can start picking things up, but I don't know. You're correct. Is it legit? But coming off major injury, right? Yeah, he's coming off Tommy John, so he may not even be effective this year.
Right. He might have a good fastball, but his secondary may be
very possible. He's not effective like Brebbia when 21. Brebbia was coming off Tommy John, and was awful in 21, and he would admit it. But the pitchers that the Giants are, pretty high on, besides Kyle Harrison, is Carson Whisenhunt. That's what I meant to say. Not Carson Ragsdale. Whisenhunt got a wicked changeup. Now he's expecting 25.
And Keaton Wynn, right?
Keaton Wynn is up at AAA right now. Yeah. He's a guy that's got a really good splitter.
What about?
He's a starter.
Yeah, he's a starter, but no bullpen arms that we can. Our bullpen needs some help. And
the bullpen guys that they like are RJ Dabovich, who could be up at some point this year. They like Jose Cruz, who's probably a year away. Landon Roop, who's a year away. What's this? No Warriors post game tonight. Yeah, no. Mason Black's another guy. So we'll see. But they got to hit some of these position guys going as well. I
tell you what, this is where I miss Bochy.
I'm going to stand up. My back's going bad again.
That's one thing this is one thing that I miss with Bochy back when they were able to do that, where they were able to mix and match, because no one could beat Bochy when it came to running a bullpen. I miss those days.
Yeah. Sable looking like a major league bat. Matthew Corbel says, yep, he does. I told you guys that in spring training. I said, this guy looks like a player to me. They should keep him because he's 25, and I think he sticks the whole year. Then next year he kind of has to fight for a position. Now you kind of have his rights, and you can, he can go up and down with the minors because he'll have options.
Yeah.
Eric L says, is Larry going on tonight? I don't know, Eric. I do know he was on earlier talking Niners stuff.
It was good seeing you guys on last night. You, Ryan, and Larry is like the old times. That was
fun. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah,
that was cool.
I meant to invite Ryan. I got tonight, and I got kind of stuck doing that stupid thumbnail.
I like how he brought up the fact when we joined his channel on accident, and then we had that Da Vinci painting.
Oh yeah.
Great. Oh,
yeah,
man.
Mario says, Dan, hemorrhoids. No hemorrhoids. Just my back is hurting. I got this chair that is, I even have this padded thing to sit in, and it hurt. It's just there's no padding in these chairs. I'm actually looking for a new chair, for a really padded chair, because it feels like I'm sitting on, just hardwood, and it just, my low back, I have to ice it at night now. After I do these shows, it's
I
awful.
hear you. I got a bad back myself.
Yeah, went to the Cairo today too, so I'm a little stiff. So yeah, we've been going almost an hour. Thunderbird, what's hemorrhoids? Yeah, what's hemorrhoids? Yeah, you don't want to know, man. If you don't know, pain in the ass is what it is.
Literally.
Yeah. Yeah. Dang, I tell you a funny story. Let's get kind of personal. I went to a Giants-Dodgers game in my 20s. I was living in Southern California, and I was working way out in like Palm Springs, and I lived in the Ontario area. So it's about a little over an hour's drive to, so an hour and a half. I can't remember. Maybe it was like 70 minutes. And I'm working out there, and I must have been about, that was 80. Yeah, 83. So I was like 20. No, it was 86. Yeah, that's right. It was my year my daughter was born. So I was 25 years old. And actually, I was 24 because my birthday was in August. So 24 years old, and I'm out there working, and all of a sudden, I get this. I didn't know what it was because it's the first time it ever happened. I had this major hemorrhoid that was just like, I couldn't even sit. I was like, what the heck? So I'm like, I call the doctor, my PCP guy, and I go in, and he cuts it out, right? It's just this it's like a big blood clot, like. And so I didn't think anything of it. So I'm going to I go to the Giants-Dodgers game still because it's numb from the Novocaine, man. All of a sudden, I'm like, it wears off, and I'm out there in the freaking bleachers with my buddy who's a Dodger fan, who's actually a doctor today now. So he was in med school, and he was kind of laughing. And
help me out, buddy.
Yeah. And I'm like, I didn't know you shouldn't even be kind of running through the park. I'm 24, and all of a sudden, man, I'm starting leaking oil. I mean, blood. It's like, gosh.
Oh man.
So, man, that was my first experience. It's like I shouldn't have probably gone to the game, but man, my stuffed with all this gauze up my. Unbelievable. Yeah, 24 years old. I'm thinking, how did that happen, man? Oh man.
Oh my God.
I've had some crazy medical stuff happen to me. I'm pretty healthy. I don't take any meds, thank God. But I had a kidney stone once.
Ooh,
on
I
a
heard those are
flight.
painful.
I just left Korea, and we were heading to LA from Korea. And about an hour and a half into the flight, I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden I'm like, side back here, the flank starts killing me.
Yep.
And I'm like, I'm just going, and I'm like stretching, I'm trying to, I think I got a cramp or something, or a muscle pull in my back. What the heck's going on? And I'm stretching, and I'm like dying. All of a sudden, it's getting worse. And then I start getting sweaty. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, I'm going to throw up here. I go, what the heck is going on? And so I'm like, I go into the bathroom, and I'm heaving, and I'm in the worst pain in my life. This comes on within, like pretty quick, like within a half hour or something. And I'm just like, the stone is moving down from my kidney, trying to make its way down through the urethra to the bladder. Yep. And I'm in the worst severe pain I've ever been. And I'm like, I'm on this beautiful 7 77 or whatever the plane. I don't know. It had an upper deck. I just remember that.
Oh, 747 then.
Yeah. No, it wasn't a 747. Maybe it was.
That's the only one that has an upper deck.
Okay, maybe it was a 747. I thought it was a 777 or does any of the what's the other guys that make planes? Not Boeing, but
oh gosh.
I fly them all the time. The foreign airlines, the Asian airlines
I can't even
move.
freaking think about it.
Yeah, I can't think of the name. But Airbus. I think they have an upper deck one. It might have been an Airbus. I think it might have been. I don't know. Anyway, what the heck? They had an upper deck. So I'm like in the bathroom, and I'm like, I'm serious. I'm thinking, if there's a door in this bathroom, I literally wanted to just jump. I was like, I can't live with this pain. And so I mean, it's the worst pain you can imagine.
Yeah,
so,
I heard it's really bad.
So they're like, we just adopted this little girl from China, right? So that's why we were in Korea. And she's like kicking the back of the seat because she doesn't know what's going on. She's losing. And then I had two of my other daughters with me that my biological couple of my and so they're so my new daughter is just like losing it, and so all of a sudden they start calling for help, like, are there any medics and stuff like that? Help. So medics come and take a look at me, and they say, oh, they didn't know what it is. Then all of a sudden there's a guy that comes down from the upper deck, but those aren't the cheap seats. Those are the nice seats. Yeah. Upper deck in baseball, basketball, those are the cheap seats, right? Upper deck on a plane, you got beds, man. Those things turn into beds. So he comes down. Yeah. Hey, Farhan, you're going to, Eric, you might get kicked off the tomorrow's show before it starts. So I'm in this, so this guy comes down, and then, my, they're talking, the flight attendants are Korean, right? And so they don't have this great language, barrier. There's a language barrier. They don't have this great communication skills. So I'm ended up upstairs with this doctor who's an orthopedic surgeon, but he says he's got a kidney stone. And so they had morphine on the plane, and they gave me morphine, and he went up there.
You're feeling good.
Yeah. I slept like 8-9 hours. It was a 13-hour flight or something like that. And I felt, I didn't even know what was going on. I just went out. And but early on, when they said my wife at the time, my ex-wife, but she is saying, what's going on? And the flight said, oh, don't worry. He good hand. He with surgeon. He with the surgeon, because they're broken English. So yeah. So she's losing it. Like, he's up there having, is he having surgery? What's going on? So it was just, I don't know if they ever let her up there. I was out. They gave me morphine. I felt great. And I guess during that sleep, my stone went through and went into my bladder. So I woke up and I was fine. So, I peed it out like a day or two later. Went to the urologist when I got back home, and went in, and he gives me, he gives you a little screen. I don't know if you ever had to do that, but that's the first time I pray that never happens to me again or anybody else.
Yeah, that's rough times. I've heard those are rough.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be my thing. Anybody that gets rips on me in here, I'm going to wish
look at this guy. Come on, man.
Anybody who rips on me, I'm gonna wish a stone on you, kidney stone.
Well, actually, I got hair.
Yeah, but with the hat and the glasses, you do have a little bit of that. I can see where they're coming from.
Oh, man.
Let me see if I can get
It's because I'm
Farhan up
brown,
here.
ain't I?
Let me see if I can get that
Oh
would be
man, you guys are killing me.
who's killing you. Dan's story time. Yes. So that's a story time for tonight,
Yeah,
man.
that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was wild. Those are
Oh,
you
what
know,
in the hell? Look at MF. I
I
got
got
I got pork stuck in my esophagus once and had to wait 12 hours to get it taken out.
oh my goodness, pork.
What in the hell? What were you eating? A freaking whole pig or something? What are you
Maybe he swallowed it like too big of a bite.
Oh man.
Was it shredded pork or was it a piece of like a pork chop or you got the whole
A pig's foot?
Hey, dogs love pig's feet. Did you know that? They make those
Yeah.
into dried um so um
Oh, here you go. You got a fellow wounded warrior here. 2 times even.
I've had it twice too. The first time was not nearly as bad as the first, but this that's why I drink a lot of water too now. I mean, I literally drink about 110 ounces of water a day.
Yeah, that'll keep you flushed out.
Yeah, and I
And
am.
that's if it was a pork chop.
That's what I get. Yeah, I guess pork chop. Yeah. Um, you guys,
Barry says I gotta put a phone up to my ear. And then I'll look like Farhan.
I got to get this into the. I wonder how I could get this into the chat. I don't think I.
Man.
Let's
Oh,
see.
come on, dude, man. I ain't got the laugh. Come on. My laugh is nowhere near what Farhan is. Come on. It's loud, but I don't giggle. I'll laugh, but I don't fucking giggle. Oh, man.
Yeah, give us the Farhan giggle.
I can't even do it. Even if I could do it, I wouldn't even do it. A bunch of fools calling me Farhan, man. Come on.
You don't want to be called Farhan.
Oh.
Oh man, I'm gonna see if I can pull up this. I'm gonna try to do something here. Upload a video. See if I can do this. Might take a while, but I actually Larry's channel hit 18K. All right, good for Larry.
Nice.
18K. That's awesome. Let's see.
Oh my gosh.
What else we got on there? I'm working on something here to see if I can.
Let's see. Chardal wants me to give the Farhan giggle. Coconut water. That's what I'm hearing.
Coconut water. Let's see.
Adam, I don't know if you're here. There is a worse though. You don't want the story of the gauze. I think the gauze is worse than the stone.
Oh man, that was something. That was wild.
Golly, man.
Yeah, I'm putting myself out there telling that story, man.
Yeah, you do. Oh, does Larry even know that one?
Comedy hour.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Let's see if I could.
Oh wait, where was this?
Oh shoot! I need to do that. Let me see. Copy.
Oh yeah, there you go, Justin. That is the truth right there. I don't trust anything that guy says. Thunderbird says he wanted to go around the league. Let me see what was today. Looks like the Yankees are happy. Judge is back. He's tearing.
Oh yeah, he's starting to hit him out. Exactly,
yeah,
man. Whoa, they did it. Look at that. The lottery. I didn't see that tonight. San Antonio got the NBA lottery. They sold 5,000 season tickets tonight. So
Wow.
Popovich gets his man Victor Wembanyama, or however you say his name. Unbelievable. Oh, here come the Spurs. Man, they're going to.
Really, one guy can do that, huh?
Oh, this guy's unbelievable. He's like a freak.
Hey, they're at the bottom of the 10th, Arizona and Athletics.
Let me see if I can do something here. I'm going to do. I don't know
Rangers
if I can.
beat the Braves today. Rangers are looking good, even with DeGrom out.
Wow.
That kid that's covering from Dunning, I think he's actually having a pretty good year.
Wow. Let's see if I can do this.
Yeah, Royals beat the Padres.
Video clips. Add a video clip.
Angels lost to the Orioles. Orioles are for real as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's they are let's see, ready. Download. See if I can put this in here.
Oh, they're playing in Oakland too. Huh. I guess Diamondbacks couldn't do nothing at the top of the 10th.
What's today? 10/14. Okay, there it is. Let me
Here you go, Dan.
what do we got? Hold on, I'm going to rename a file here.
7-4. Holy crap.
Oh, he's unbelievable. I'm going to start using this. I'm going to start using this in the stream when the Giants go on their losing streaks. Okay. So let's see if I can.
Going good, Senior. How you doing? Giants had a good win today.
See if I can pull this up here. I'm doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah, Baltimore. I might have to see about maybe going and seeing them play when they come to San Francisco. Baltimore's got a damn good team. As a matter of fact, who was it? Mullins. Wasn't Mullins that hit for the cycle just recently? I think it was Mullins.
Did he?
I think, yeah. I think it was Cedric Mullins that hit for the cycle.
Wow.
I know Ohtani almost hit for the cycle again. He's almost had 2 cycles this season so far.
Huh. So put up some more chats while I'm doing this here.
All righty.
I lost it. Shoot, I had it.
Yeah, good point here. It's quite interesting. You have to have a good mixture. You know, yeah, you could have a couple of your big free agents, a couple of lower level free agents, but you gotta be able to have some guys coming out of your farm to do some work. If it's all free agents, then yeah, it's a lot of times that ain't gonna work out for you.
Gee, I don't know what happened to that darn file.
You talking about NBC Sports Bay Area there, Senior? Were you guys on the post game?
Which comment's that? My son and I were on the post game. Oh, very cool. Very cool.
That is correct. I am rooting for Bochy. I'm rooting for the Rangers in the American League West. How can't you? You know, man, the guy was class act. Is class act, I should say.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, this guy could. I mean, he very well could win another World Series with this team. Right.
Exactly.
And again, that's another team that has quite a few young guys on their roster, and that they're performing. Yep. They're still winning, even with Seager out with that hamstring. I'm not sure how much longer he's going to be out.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of guys with hamstrings this year, huh?
Yeah, I noticed that.
Let's see.
Oh, check it out. They were in the background of Casey Smith's post-game interviews after his debut.
Oh, really?
That's cool. I don't know if is Buck Showalter the problem in the Mets, or is it just the players aren't producing?
I think it's the players.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
you know how it is. There's
yeah.
someone you can't blame the players, but you can blame the manager. So
right, exactly.
I heard on the radio too. I heard there was a lot of NBA coaches who got the axe, huh?
Couple. Doc Rivers got the axe.
The Milwaukee Bucks
guy. The Phoenix Suns. Yeah, three top teams. Yeah, got the axe. Yeah. So yeah. So I'm working on something.
He's doing the same thing you did with VR. That's cool.
Yeah.
Senior softball in the know.
Don't know why this is not working. Recent. Okay. Let's see if
you know what? I think we'll find out once Bochy's actually retired and writes his book. I think we'll learn a lot about what happened with Eric.
Oh, that would be, yeah.
I'm sure he needs to write a book. I hope he does.
Yeah. Yep. That would be good. That would definitely be a cool thing to see Bochy do that. Yes.
Because I think that will be quite enlightening as far as his exit from the Giants and his break and then coming back to the Rangers.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
Oh, my God. Look at this guy. 7 kidney stones. Man,
7.
lay off the cokes, man. Because I heard that's what it is. It's soft drinks and stuff like that will play a factor in getting kidney stones.
Wow.
Well, I don't know. Is there hereditary issues with that? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Don't know if that there is or not. Boy, if I tell you, if I knew what I was doing tech wise, I could really do some stuff, good stuff. But I just don't.
Senior, I thought about this too, and I thought that might have been a reason. But a couple of weeks ago, I saw a clip of him coming out of the dugout to do a pitching change, and he's got a pretty good boiler going on. I don't know. I don't know if he got healthy in the boiler sense, maybe in the difference. I don't know. But yeah, he's been putting away some calories for sure.
Yeah, that's. I guess you can't do that. Paste, copy.
Oh, here's interesting. Adam's asking, will Rutschman end up with a better numbers than Buster Posey?
Paste. Maybe I can.
That would be interesting. We'll have to see.
Adam says he's an IT guy. Yeah, I'm trying to. I downloaded a video on my computer, and I was trying to cut it, copy it, and paste it into the StreamYard here, so I could play it, but it's not working. I don't know why. It's I've had it copied, but yeah. So I don't know what I'm doing. Will Rutschman end up with better?
Yeah, Bochy and the Rangers, they're going to be in San Francisco in August. That might be a pretty good series.
A's game going to the 11th. Interesting. A's game going to the 11th.
Wow.
Maybe I can just do this if I share the screen. Let me see if I can
try that. Yeah.
All right. So
I would love to go see. I'm thinking about, I don't know. Dan, you thinking about coming down here and watching Bochy play against the Giants?
I don't know. We'll see.
It's going to be August. I mean, it'd be nice in the Bay Area, but.
Yeah. All right. Let me see if I can share this screen and sharing with two monitors, share screen. We transfer in large. Maybe this will do it. Is that sharing right now?
It's sharing your email.
Oh, the whole thing is open, or?
No, not the whole thing, just your link.
All right. I don't know why
this isn't. Get your link going and then hit share, and then we'll ask.
All right, here we go. Is this sharing? Can you see this?
No, it's just showing your Gmail.
Oh, shoot. It's not showing Buster. Okay. Well, let's get that. Let's stop sharing then. Stop screen. There we go. I don't know. I got to get Ryan. Ryan used to do all this stuff for me, and my son can do it. I'm just a mess. Anyway, I tweeted it out the other day. It was Eddie K. Very good. Very good. I'll give you guys a tip. I was buying my new house, and I had somebody try and steal my identity. So I was in the midst of the mortgage, closing, and somebody tried to open a credit card in my name. Fortunately, Bank of America sent me an email and said, "Did you try and open up a credit card?" Because I already have B of A. And I said, no. It was on a weekend, and I called them, and they were closed. Wow. So I called them Monday. I said, no, what's going on? So don't. So I went to the bureau. LifeLock is something that would help, and I've got some of those types of things that check, but LifeLock's actually a lot better. But here's a step that you can do if you're not in the habit of, buying a bunch of stuff on credit. It's kind of rare where you need to, someone run your credit report. I just locked all of them at Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. It's just on a freeze, and you can unfreeze it. So nobody can actually, so you don't even need to pay for those LifeLocks because they can't run your credit.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So
I'm gonna have to remember that one.
You can go online. I did it all online, and you just freeze it. Open up, get your, you can do it on, like, I think most Experian has an app. I think TransUnion and Equifax, they might be linked together because they had this. I did it. They didn't have the app, so I did it online, on their website. But it's the same exact. Look. So when you block. So the other day I had to apply for something on a credit thing. And I just unlocked it, and then I refroze it. They got their, they ran it. So I don't have to worry because, it happened when I was heading right before I went to the Philippines. And I was like, I can't be in the Philippines and having my identity be stolen.
Right.
Because I won't, I might not be able to get a hold of people to, it's just like, just shut it down. Nobody needs to, So, that's Dan's tip for the night.
Nice.
If you want to not pay for, a service to monitor your credit,
lock it up.
Lock it up because nobody can actually apply, even if they steal your identity.
As a matter of fact, a couple of years ago, someone got our bank card information, and I think it was from Pay at the Pump for gas. From now on,
Oh, that happened to me once at a pay at the pump. Yep.
I go inside every time now. I don't mess around with the paying at the pump.
Yeah, there was some kind of machine or something they've changed.
They'll put scanners in there and take your information.
Yeah, it happened to me years ago. Yeah.
Hey, Dan, I'll just be right back. Just give me a minute.
All right. So let's see if we go through some of the other comments. Let's see. 30,000 emails. Is that what I had in there? I think so. I've cleaned it out. I get so much crap emails, unbelievable. And I want to go through and just clean them all out at once, but I'm afraid there's several emails that I like to hold on to from years past that I don't want to just wipe the whole thing clean. But yeah, I've taken time when I go out and clean, boom, boom, boom. And I do know how to do a large chunk, 40, 50 at a time. And I think there's a way you can highlight them all, just hold it down. And I don't know if it's control something, but anyway, I've done that before. But yeah, I just get way too many emails a day. And sometimes I'm just so busy. I just, hey, if there's anybody that does web hosting that's watching or knows of anybody, I could use some help. I have my business, and I've been having this other company that's been hosting my website, and they're running my emails, and I don't really care for their server setup. I'd like to get my email all in one. My email is, or my website is securemoney.com. So if anybody out there is in need of some financial help, I'm great at financial planning. I'm just horrible at tech stuff. Okay. It doesn't cross over into my professional ability to help people out and grow their money. But when it comes to tech, man, you might as well just throw me away. I'm just an idiot. But anybody that does any kind of web hosting, design website, and has ability to host my email, I do, for years I kept it separate, my secure money, all my business stuff, but I've had some problems getting some of my emails. So I've had to have some people send it over to my personal email, which I hate because it's a lot easier to keep them separate. And I've had them separate for years. And just in the last 6 months or so, it's gotten kind of, it's hard for me to pull up my emails from my,
for your business.
Yeah. So, yes. What else? Will LV support the A's as hot? Will Vegas support the A's as hot as the weather is there? Who knows? I heard they're going to build a new stadium now at 30,000, which I don't know why 30,000, why you wouldn't get at least 35. Because 30,000, the max you can draw is 2.4 million.
Right.
I mean, 35,000, you can draw over 2.8. You can make a lot more money, if you have 400,000 more people paying, coming in. So to me, 30,000, it's kind of like, what are you going to do if you make the World Series?
Yeah, exactly.
30,000? Jeez.
Yeah, that's not.
I mean, Giants are 41, basically, they can pack in there. Which is nice. I mean, Dodger Stadium, you can get 55 in there.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, Dodger Stadium.
Giants, when they were at Candlestick, used to be able to get about 60 in there.
Whew.
Yeah, I was at games when it was 58,000. So I was at the playoffs in 87 when Jeffrey Hackman Leonard was going off and hitting a home run almost every game, and they lost to the. I went to 2 of the playoff games. I've been there, Dodgers, Giants, 78. You know, I was there a lot. I lived at the Stick. I knew that place in and out, you know.
Nice.
So, but
Hey, it just crossed my mind. You're talking about the '80s, and it just reminded me. Didn't Will Clark say that Schmidt was one of the guys that he was high on?
oh yeah, I
Yeah.
got that clip. Let me see if I got that clip. Maybe it's in here. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I remember that. It was him and Von Braun that he was really high on.
Yeah.
So I think Will Clark knows what he's talking about. He's just not, talking crap. He knows what he's putting out good information. Nice.
I don't know where that went. Shoot. I think it was. I think Ryan had, when we were first starting out the channel, Ryan had a lot of the stuff on his, and he was putting it on. I do have that. That is pretty cool. Maybe I'll play it from my phone because I don't know how to get anything into the stream. But that was. Let me see. That was.
Wait, hold on. Let me think. I think. Let's see if I can figure this one out here.
What for? What the?
Your interview, right? It was a quick snippet, right? It was a short.
Yeah, it was a quick snippet. Yeah, I got it right here, but I don't know how to. Let me see if I can.
I think I could share it here. Let me see. There it is. Hold on one second. I'll have to short how to. See, it's different here. Hold on.
Yeah, I'll play it for you.
Oh, you got it?
Will Clark said, you hear Will Clark's comments when he was asked, who were you most excited about down on the farm? What did he say? Casey Schmidt and Von Braun. There you go. How's that, huh? Thanks, Will. I just tipped one. Missed it. He's funny. He was doing bad. He goes, he tipped one. He goes, I just tipped one. Like he just tipped. He goes, I just tipped one. You missed it.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
So did that come out okay? The sound?
Yeah, the sound came out good.
Yeah, I need to get somebody to help me with this stuff. I mean, I'll if somebody just shows me how to do it, once I get shown, I'll be able to figure it out. So it's just transferring them in to this to the stream. But yeah, so what do we got here? I'm
gonna try doing it this way real quick. See what I got here. Let's see something.
So it's tickets sold. The Giants said 24,000, but they sell them, but people don't always show up. And those include a bunch of season ticket holders who couldn't get rid of their tickets. And nobody goes, and they still count them as part of the attendance.
Here we go, Dan. Check this out. Let's see how this looks.
There you go. Will Clark said, you hear Will Clark's comments when he was asked, who were you most excited about down on the farm? What did he say? Casey Schmidt and Von Braun. There you go. How's that, huh?
Thanks, Will.
I just tipped one. Missed it. I love it.
That's great.
Yeah. Hey, we want to get behind young guys.
Yeah.
Right? We want to get behind young guys. We want to see Casey Schmidt for here to stay. We want to see Von Braun make it. We want to see Luis Matos make it. We want to see Elliot Ramos. We want to see Marco Luciano. We want to see Kyle Harrison. We want to see Will Bednar. We want to see Carson Wisenhunt. We want to see the kid
Ariatega, I don't know how you say his name.
Grant McCrae. We want to see Grant McCrae. We want to see Reggie Crawford, the #1 pick someday. We want to see these guys make it. Yeah, if they make it and they're successful, I'm okay with then going with Farhan because then his plan's starting to work. But
Mhm.
I'm not going to wait, this year and then next year, 6 years, if these guys aren't panning out and we're not seeing them, uh,
Right.
that's what I want. And these guys got to start having productive seasons in the minors. So,
This is true.
I'm not anti Farhan in the terms of like I don't like the guy. I think he's a super nice guy. It has nothing to do with him as a person. It all has to do with production. I mean, guys got fired as head coaches in the NBA that were great guys: Monty Williams, Doc Rivers. I mentioned Mike Budenholzer. 3 top coaches got fired not because they had poor past and they're bad people. They got fired because they didn't perform to expectations.
Right.
It's all it is expectations. And expectations are high for Giants fans. We won 3 World Series. We're not the Kansas City Royals who won 1 and now they're back to
Right.
nothing because they have no money to compete. We're not the Pittsburgh Pirates. We're not the heck, Tampa Bay, they're successful, but they're not even drawing. But somehow they're successful because they got somebody running the organization well. I mean, the Giants send up young guys and they start producing, that place will be packed out. Okay. Your season ticket holders will go from 8,500, quickly back up into the mid 20s if they start winning. Oh man, I'm gonna see if I
believe that.
let's see if I can pull up Farhan here. We got to pull up that Farhan picture.
We can't catch a strike playing videos of your own channel, can we?
No, those are my videos. Yeah, I own those. Yeah, I own those. Yeah.
It's funny. It says business executive under Farhan.
Business executive?
That's what it says.
Wow. What else we got tonight? Dan likes Farhan. That confirms Eric is his brother. Yeah.
Come on, look at that. Seriously?
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Look at that. Come on.
Put a hat. Have we ever seen Farhan in a hat?
I don't think so.
He's got to put a hat on when he comes to Arizona in the sun. I'm getting closer to the picture. I know I've got. Yeah. Yeah, I've got. You think I have a lot of emails? I got a lot of pictures too. Jeez.
Oh my God.
Looks pretty spot on to me. Yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna have to pull a sigh. I gotta tell you to block all these guys. Block all these guys. I don't like what. Oh, I'm joking.
Oh man. Let's see what else we got here.
The A's won it in the 12th, huh? Wow. Or is it just they're batting in the 12th? Did they win it in the 12th or are they batting in the 12th?
I don't know. I'll have to check it out. There's me and my wife up in Idaho.
That's a lot of snow.
That's a lot of snow. That's my beautiful wife there. Yeah. So.
They're at the top. No, they're in the 12th. Holy crap.
Okay. Top of the 12th.
You don't see that very often anymore with that ghost runner.
Yeah, exactly. Are they scoring? Each of them scoring, or is nobody scoring?
Well, the A's aren't scoring because it'd be over if it was the bottom.
Yeah, but if the Royals, if the Diamondbacks score first and then the A's come back and tie it, is that
8-8?
Let me look here. Yeah, it's 8-8.
Yep,
So
still
if
8-8.
if I look at the box score, nobody scored in the 10th, 11th innings, and now it's top of the 12th. Arizona's.
That coach runner stuff is just dumb. All these damn rules, whatever. I'm not gonna get into
they
that.
didn't score. They didn't score in the 8th either. I mean, wow, the Diamondbacks are going cold against a minor league club. Now they're in the bottom of the 12th. Wow, that's crazy. That's really crazy.
The whole rules have ran its course, but there's a few of them I don't care for. I like banning the shift because it's more traditional baseball, but
and you see some guys getting more hits. I told you averages would go up.
Yep. I don't like the pitch clock crap. I understand, people want a faster game, but come on.
My wife does like she likes watching baseball. Not so much this year because the Giants have been kind of boring to watch for her. But she likes basketball. She loves watching basketball, and she's started to get into football. She didn't understand it the first few years, so she didn't really care for it. But after she understood the rules, she goes, "Oh, now I see why you like football."
But with the new rules, now they're talking about having a designated runner. It's like, come on. Now guys don't even have to run no more. You can have a runner come in and run for you. And then you get the bat again when it's your next time in the order. And it's
designated runner.
Yeah, they're talking about. I think they're testing that either in double or triple A. I think.
Oh, geez, why don't we just make these guys like into, can we have geez, how about a designated guy that could, go to the bathroom for you too? Jeez. Gosh.
I used to go to one or two games a year. But it's been a while since I've been. I hate the driving from Galt. You got the traffic to deal with. You got to pay a shit ton for parking. And it's just, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not even that keen on going to many games right now just because of how fast they go.
Oh, yeah. I can imagine.
It's like if you got to drive, an hour, 45 minutes, whatever. I mean, it's a little different if you're in the city and you can just kind of, take a bus over or an Uber or walk. But when you got to drive and then go park, and then you got, I always parked at, I'm drawing a blank. Where did I park? What's the name of the place? Ask my wife. Let me go ask my wife here. Go ahead. I'll be right back.
No problem. So you... Oh, that's pretty good. I'll remember that, Haruku. I'll remember that. So you don't like the shift rule, Jesus? I'm guessing it's Jesus. You don't like the shift rule. I like the shift rule. I want to see running around the Bates paths and some excitement. I'm tired of just seeing left-handed hitters hit a sharp line drive in the right field and it's just caught, or the defense really doesn't have to do much. You just have to move a few steps here to the left, to the right. I want to see these infielders have some more range and make some awesome plays, and just makes for a better watching baseball. Yeah, pitch clock I don't like. Baseball, that's one thing I loved about baseball. It never had a clock, and now when you introduce that, does it make it for a faster pace? Yeah, sure, but I don't know. You're just taking something away from the game. I know maybe it's just a little bit of the traditionalist in me, but I remember watching baseball by Ken Burns, and Bob Costas had that famous line talking about, baseball doesn't have a clock. It's over when it's over. But what are you gonna do? Yeah, I don't like that 3-batter rule either. It kind of takes away from the manager, being able to see what he's got. How can he strategize? Again, yeah, does it stretch out the game? Sure, but who cares? I mean, you're seeing some strategy being played out, and Here go, the manager's going to go out, pull out a pitcher. What is the other manager going to do? Is he going to match? Is he going to leave his guy in there? I mean, that's one thing Bochy was excellent at, and that's why he was able to win 3 World Series. Yeah, I guess we'll just never see that again. That's kind of gone the way of the dough. Who knows what else they're going to change? It seems like they're kind of on I don't know. Are they changing it for baseball's sake, or are they just changing it because they just, and it's, of course, they just want more people watching. But I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Especially when it's a leadoff, The good old times. That's crazy, huh? Good old times. It's damn baseball. I understand tweaking a little bit here and there, but come on, let's not change the foundation of the game. There's a reason why it's been around for, hundreds of years, but what, 100 and what are we going on now? 120, 130 years? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just because the games go a little bit long. If you want to adjust something for extra innings, maybe after the 12th inning or something, okay, I get that. But when you're changing, innings 1 through 9, that's where I have an issue.
Hey, I went and asked my wife, and she was watching our show on YouTube, so I sat there and watched for a while. You just listening to you on the TV. Yeah, she's got it's nice because you just pull it up on your big screen, on YouTube.
Yeah, you could tell people you have Farhan on your show.
Then I said, then I had to hit the restroom because of all this water going through me, and I said, you know what, I'm kind of hungry, so a little late night protein bar.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Pick these up at Costco today; they're darn good.
But you can't pass up a good bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, though.
Actually, I'm doing pretty good right now. No sugar for about 3, maybe 4 weeks. I've lost about 12 pounds, maybe.
Oh, nice.
And I'm drinking a lot of water, just trying to keep it off, but trying to watch my intake because I can eat, but it's like, So, Red Java House is where we used to park. Anybody
really?
familiar with that? So we used to park because I would come in from the East Bay, get off, I'd take the Bay Bridge over. I think it was Harrison. I'd get off at Harrison, come down, and then park at the Red Java House. It's like $30. And then I'd have a long walk, about, I would say, is a good 10-minute walk. But so my point I was trying to make is I don't want to go to a game, take that long walk, and then 2 hours and 15 minutes later, turn around and, walk back.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Especially when you're getting out of there at 10 something at night,
Yeah, the protein bars that I do, Val, they don't have sugar. A lot of them, maybe some natural sugar, but they're plant-based. And I'm not using that erythritol or whatever that stuff is. I'm just using, I think they have natural sugars in them, but A's won. Okay. Wow.
Oh, wow. How about that? There shouldn't be did you already put this one up? No, I know. I was getting ready to. Yeah, that's good.
There shouldn't be a time limit for the pitcher to throw the pitch. Clock should be for after the pitch, how much time both batter and pitcher have to collect thoughts and get back into the box. Well, you got to make them, if you want to speed up the game, you got to make them throw it, because if there's no pitch clock, they can just endlessly step off, and I understand that. I just don't like to me, minimum ninth inning.
Yeah.
Minimum ninth inning, do
Ninth
away
inning,
with
yeah.
it. But maybe eight, because you're getting into, or if you want to do it this way, if it's a save situation, or the
Oh,
game
yeah.
becomes within 3 runs, let's say it's a 6-7 run game, but it becomes a 3-run game and there's still runners, they still have a shot. They still send him in the base plate. Then no pitch clock in the ninth.
Yeah. Or
But
even when you get into playoff baseball, how about do
Yes.
away with all these stupid rules?
Yeah,
just
playoff baseball, I don't care what's, to me, don't put a pitch clock on a guy when it's tight. And, if any of you played in any sport in a tight game, whether it be basketball, football, baseball, that you tend to get a little more tense and you need to take deeper breaths and you relax. You got to get yourself calmed down so that you can perform.
Right.
It's true. I've been in some really, I was a field goal kicker too, and I was in some pressure situations. And if I had to hurry up, and you do in football have to get, there is a clock, but you do have so many seconds. Back when I played, there really wasn't a clock, though. We didn't have in high school and my first year of junior college, we didn't have no clock that I recall when the clock was stopped. I don't remember. I know there is delay of games if you go. I can't remember. To be honest, I can't. It never was an issue, but I can tell you do get a little tense when the game's on the line. You got to relax. You got to take deeper breaths. Keep yourself mentally relaxed. Basketball was always tense. That's why guys' shots get messed up sometimes in games because they're uptight, and they come up. They either shoot short or long, or so yeah, you don't want to have situations that are pressure packed, playoff baseball, and guys are getting, having to throw when they're not ready. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I also don't like the throw over twice in playoff baseball. To me, get rid of it. Keep the shift. That's fine. Ban the shift. That's fine. But when you got a guy that might be the go-ahead run, and you don't want him stealing second, you want to throw over there as many times to tire him out. If not try and pick him off, but keep him from running. It's all strategy.
Right.
Don't take away the game, the way the game's played when it's high leverage situations, playoff baseball.
Right.
To me, that's just makes a lot of sense. But I'm sure the baseball won't do that. So
no.
Val Ramos says he's overweight, needs some of those protein bars himself. Yeah. Well, you gotta. I don't know. It's it's hard because you can eat a bunch of them and eat as many calories as you would if you just had a meal. I've had drinking a ton of water with some what the heck's the salt called? Himalayan salt. Number one, the Himalayan salt is supposed to give you some electrolytes so you just doesn't run straight through you. But two, it does curb your appetite a little bit. So drinking a ton of water, I'm not as hungry. I'm a guy that would, love to eat a pizza and a hamburger, a baked potato loaded,
Oh, at one sitting, right?
Well, I could do a big steak and a loaded baked potato and just feel just completely stuffed at the end, and all. But my stomach, gets bigger and bigger, stretched out. But
Careful with too
now,
much water. That happened when, matter of fact, when I was still in the Air Force, there was a couple of airmen when they were in basic training, they were dying because they drank too much water.
yeah, you can drink too much water.
Yeah.
What do they call that?
Yeah, it's some weird. I can't remember what the name of it either, but yeah.
Yeah. So I was told intake of water should be like twice your body weight,
Yeah, there's some
or
kind of
half your body weight, not twice.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So if you're 200 pounds, you should drink 100 ounces. And that's about what I'm drinking. I'm drinking a little more. I weigh 197, but I should be probably just limiting to 100. But I've been doing 110, 115. Hopefully that's not too much. Cuckoo clock going. Whose is that?
Yep.
Is that yours?
That's mine.
See,
Look, Hiroku's got some good advice there.
oh gosh. Oh man, no meth for me. Oh man, no. I've never been it's one thing I'm grateful for. I've never been a drug guy,
Yeah,
and I never got into drinking. I just it wasn't so much that I was like anti. I mean, I am kind of anti-drug. I just don't want foreign things like drugs that
mind altering.
enter my that I don't know what it's going to do. When I was playing high school basketball, I had a guy that he was taking uppers, and he said, "Hey, take these. These will make you really, really, you'll just feel like unbelievable, and you'll jump higher. You'll feel more energetic." And I was like, I'm already hyper. I was pretty hyped up, and I was intense. I was kind of like I played defense like Matthew Dellavedova back when he was with the Cavs. I was just like in people's kind of right up in their face. So I was very intense, and I didn't know what it would do to me. So I was afraid to take them because I thought, what happens if I start, going nuts? I didn't know. Like, what happens if it gives me,
Yeah.
I just was like, I don't know what it could do because I already was on the hyper side. So it was like, I'm not going to take that. Yeah. So I never got into any kind of drugs. And I actually remember being like drunk in high school once. And then I kind of got scared because I drove home. And I was like, I kind of felt like a little bit like, oh man, what happens if I kill somebody and I ruin their lives and then I ruin mine? So I just said, I'm not going to drink. Just kind of personal choice. Now, if I want to have a glass of wine or something at home at night, I'll do that, with a meal or after, maybe help me relax, go to bed. But I'm not, I just don't like the way it has an effect on me, feeling, whether it be if I get hungover, get a head. I remember that a couple times in high school, getting, and you get, you throw up and headache. I was like, what's this? This isn't that fun. I was pretty wild without drinking. People thought I was drunk a lot, because I was a screwball. So people thought I was drunk all the time. And I just, I was just nuts. I got wild and crazy guy of the year, my senior class. I was nuts, I just did crazy stuff because I was always doing stuff for a good laugh.
Yeah, we saw your 3-point swim move coming off the line. Remember when I think you were.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was in high school.
Hilarious. Oh man!
When I was in high school, we had this like we called it the pod area where it was everybody congregated for kind of lunch or when we had brunch, and there was just big seating area, and then there was this big giant oak tree, and it it had rained or something, but there was just it was mud. And I got enough guys to pay up I got about 20 guys to offer up about 22 bucks. And I just said,
went
how
for
much
a slide.
if I just go do a Pete Rose, right? And that was like 1980. Okay. That's the year I graduated. So I says, okay, how about, Pete Rose was big then, he was with the Phillies. And I said, how about, 20 bucks? I'm going to go slide, right? It was like just before third period. We had first period, second period, then we had a break, brunch. So I go and just go diving across, and I'm just like full of mud, and everybody's just, I'm sure all the brainiacs are saying, "What an idiot! That guy," I'm with the jocks, So all the brainiacs are probably going, "That guy's."
Farhan was in the back giggling.
Yeah, that guy's going nowhere.
Oh man! Oh, what's funny? You mentioned that with the Pete Rose. I think it was yesterday. Look at the MLB clips on YouTube, and it shows a small clip of Vlad Guerrero sliding in a second. He looks just like Pete Rose. He jumps, flies through the air.
Oh,
and
wow.
He looks just like Pete Rose. Classic.
I love Pete Rose sliding.
Yeah, go take a look at it. I think it was yesterday on the MLB YouTube channel.
Yeah. So the I got to look that up on the Spurs. That's pretty cool.
Maybe I could bring that up without the sound. Huh?
Spurs win a special moment. They were trying to get, tank and be the worst team. Spurs lottery wins satisfying end to out. Yeah. Wow. So I didn't see.
I think it's a short, isn't it? Yeah.
I'll have to go back and check that out.
Oh, here we go. Here, hopefully, whatever. We'll see what happens.
Just mute the sound.
Get there.
How about that? Look at that.
Oh, that one. Oh, my goodness.
You see that?
You break your neck.
Look at him. Looks just like Pete Rose.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's a big dude going in there, though. Look at if he goes down.
Look at him. Go one more time here. Look at that.
Wow.
He's taking flight.
Wow, that's it. Man, I wouldn't even come close to attempting that today. I can't even do. I mean, it's amazing what you can do in your 20s and 30s that you can't do in your 50s and 60s.
This
man.
is cool.
Yeah.
Check this out. Boop.
Who was that?
Someone with the Pirates. Bink. That's pretty cool.
Try that for a DP, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else we got in the comments before we call it a night as we've gone 2 hours?
2 hours.
So let's we've got 25. Make sure everybody hits a like and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Tell your buddies, your friends, your wives, your girlfriends, and everybody else about NorCal Sports Network. I'm listening to the Denver Nuggets halftime tonight. I'm in my vehicle because I was out. And so coming home, and this guy's like ticking me off as he's talking. I'm going, he's got this, the Joker. Yeah, the Nuggets are just playing fantastic ball, and they look unstoppable. And he's just emphasizing all this stuff. And the Joker is unbelievable. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm almost going to start rooting for the Lakers because of this idiot.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't listen to this. It's like, he's just acting like the Nuggets are just taking it to the Lakers tonight. Oh gosh, it was a color commentary, or it was either that or the, back to the studio for the halftime,
Oh,
guy.
okay.
I don't know who it was, but because I just turned it on and it was halftime. And so I didn't get a chance to hear any play-by-play. I just hearing the commentary, and this guy was driving me nuts. Eric L. He means NorCal Sports Network, live from Arizona. Yeah, live from Arizona, but I'm not doing anything Arizona because I'm from NorCal. I'm from the Bay, grew up in Concord. El Monte Elementary, yes, we won the title every year, flag football and basketball. Unstoppable El Monte. And then on to Loma Vista in Concord Intermediate School back when they called it intermediate. They didn't call it middle school.
Middle school. Yeah.
Yeah, 7th and 8th grade, and then on to Clayton Valley Eagles, which is now Clayton Valley Ugly Eagles is a charter school.
Oh.
So, yeah, it was a just a regular public high school when I went, but it's become a charter school. And they're pretty good in football, but not up there with De La Salle or anything, but trying. So, yeah. What else are we talking about? We talking a little bit about Wiseman there or something?
They're just talking about Haruku with Larry's channel.
Oh, okay. Are you back on Haruku or are you booted? Are you banned right now, or I could maybe talk to Larry are you still banned?
Larry even said sometimes he'll ban him and then he'll just bring him right back.
I don't know what he did as far as if he's still banned. I have no idea. So Sac Kings talk today was Draymond to the Kings as a free agent. I told you guys that.
You said that on the
I said that he would be a natural fit for the Kings, and they may try and pay him, better money than that the Warriors would pay him. But Steve Kerr said today that the Warriors are not a championship team or contender without Draymond. So what does that tell you? Laughing out loud, I'm banned. It's all good. We were all pissed the Warriors lost. Is what? Okay. We'll I'm sure we'll get back in there. Eric L says he wants to hear my thoughts on Kerr. I'll tell you this. I like Steve Kerr. I think it was a tough year to coach. I think this was in his thoughts today, talked about that. Very difficult with the incident with Draymond Green and Jordan Poole to start just before the season. Trust was lost. So I think it was one of the toughest jobs Kerr had to do this year. And it was, I think Kerr's a great coach. I'm not like Cy thinking he should be fired or get a new coach or that he doesn't know what he was doing with the lineups. I think Steve Kerr knew what he was doing. I think he had to manage things delicately this year. And, it's a tough situation. I do believe it probably wasn't his, greatest year in some aspects, but in other aspects, I think he did a great job. And I think just getting him as far as they did with everything they went through, with Curry missing a lot of games and with Wiggins missing a lot of games, I think we lost Eric probably due to his internet going out or his battery went dead, one of the two. And we're going to close this anyway right now. I think Steve Kerr will come back next year, and I think the Warriors will be a little bit more rejuvenated, a little bit more determined to right the ship, and I think they'll be right back in it. They definitely need some changes. They do need a big man. I don't know who they're going to get in the offseason, but they definitely need to go with somebody that's a rim protector and a lob threat on the offensive end. So, anyway, tomorrow afternoon we'll as Eric says, or Chardal says, you two guys are committed to stay up till 11 p.m. at night. Well, it's 11:12 now, so we passed that, Chardal, and we are going to end this right now. But Chardal's going to join me tomorrow on the post game. Chardal, you need to give me. I don't know how to send the link to you if you want to start the show. Because remember, I said if the Giants sweep the show, you're going to do the opening. If the Giants sweep the Phillies tomorrow, because I said, you mentioned they're going to, and I said, no chance. You're going to open the NorCal Sports Network post-game show. So I need you to send me either your phone number or your email. And I will do that right now. I'm going to invite you into that's your email. Wait a minute. Where's your email? Hold on. Is that, no, I don't see your email. It says that's my email. Is it SG Sports Talk Channel? Is that it? Is that your email? sgsportstalkchannel.com or at Gmail or what? You know what? I'm going to invite you in real quick, Chardal, as we close this out. Let me give you the link. Just come on into the chat real quickly, Chardal, because I do want to end this. That's not it. Okay, here we go. Copy, paste. Okay, Chardal, come in real quick. You can tell me in the green room so you don't have to publicize it all out there. And just give me your actual phone number or email so I can get the link to you and that you'll be ready to go. And if the Giants win, Chardal, I keep my word. I'm a man of my word. I keep my word. I said you'll get to open the show with the excitement of a sweep. Haroku said I jinxed it. So, but link is in, Chardal. Chardal, you got 2 minutes. It's 11:15. At 11:17, I'm going to close it. And you won't be able to get in tomorrow until the show starts. Okay? So you won't be opening the show if it's a sweep. So hurry up, Chardal, and come on into the green room. Come on in. You've done it before. Just click on the link. Come in. I'll invite you into the show, and we'll close this puppy out. So let's see. What else we got? Senior softball game says, I better see a broom at the yard tomorrow. Yeah, if Giants sweep, I expect Chardal have a broom with him. Yeah, tick-tock, tick-tock. Yep. Clock's ticking, Chardal. You got about a minute left. Yeah, you got 1 minute from now. All right. So we're going to close out. It won't let me in. What do we got going here? Hold on here. Let me see. Hold on here. It won't let him in. Did I send you the wrong link? Let me try this one. Copy link address. Maybe I sent you the wrong one. I may have. Let's see if this one has a different ending. Yeah, there you go, Chardal. I think I might have sent you the wrong one. Might have been the day before, yesterday. All right, we're going to extend it. I blew it. My fault. So we're giving Chardal, he's a 2-minute warning. It's on. Clock's moving. Clock's ticking. We'll soon see Chardal. Dan, it won't let him in. Yeah, I just gave him a new link. So I know this is the right one because this is from tonight. I think I messed up and sent him last night's link. Here he is, the man, the legend, Chardal from SG Sports Talk Channel. How you doing tonight, Chardal?
Hey Dan, how are you doing tonight? Great Giants win.
Yeah, big Giants win. Big Giants win. So we're gonna kill this. But I'm gonna once we finish this live stream, stay in the room there, and I'll talk to you privately and get your information. All right? Did you get that, Chardal?
Yeah, I'll stay in the green room and then.
Okay, very good. All right, everybody. That wraps it up for tonight. Chardal is in. Let's go Giants. Big sweep tomorrow. Chardal opens NorCal Sports Network with some thunderous enthusiasm. All right. So here we go. We're going to close tonight. Everybody have a good night. Game time tomorrow is 12:45. First pitch, Giants, Phillies. And the Giants game should end about 3:15-ish, roughly. Games have been going about an hour, 2.5 hours. So again, 12:45. So look for us about 3:15, maybe a little sooner, maybe a little later. But Chardal and I will be doing the post game. And we'll probably have Eric come in and join us shortly afterwards. But I'm kind of hoping the Giants sweep because I want to see Chardal go nuts tomorrow. All right, everybody. Have a great night, and we will see you tomorrow.